Hey guys, it's me, Daryl. You will hear excitement in my voice. It has been a very good day. I'm going to be working with some new clients that I'm really excited about because they are doing some incredible things. So you are catching me on a high right now. I am to talk Clubhouse. So I sent out an email this week talking about Clubhouse, and I'm getting a lot more questions about it. Clients are asking about it, people in marketing are asking about it, and there are just a lot of questions surrounding it. So, my first question for you is one, are you on Clubhouse? And if you are, drop your Clubhouse name in the comments. I'm on it. My Clubhouse name is at Daryl Sweeney. Super original, I know, but I figure that there probably aren't a lot of names like it. So at Daryl Sweeney, and I'll put that in the comments with just my first and last name. What about you? Are you on Clubhouse? Have you been checking it out? I would love for you to drop your Clubhouse name in the comments so I can find you. But I would also love to hear about your experience, about your thoughts, what you like about the platform, what you don't like about the platform, as I'll be sharing some of those things in this video. So, one of the main questions I get is, what is Clubhouse anyway? So, I figured that would be a great place to start. Look, it's a social media platform, right? It's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those things, social media platforms. It's a social media platform. It was released about this time last year, so it's probably a year old, and it's an invitation-only audio networking app. So that's what makes it unique. Is it's unlike any of the others in that it is audio only. Right? So it's almost like a big conference call in a way. So no pictures, no photos, no videos. It is audio only. So what does that mean? That means nobody cares about your heavily edited vacation photos or what's going on and the way your new house looks like or the cute picture of your dog. It is bring value to the conversation, contribute, jump in, or consume, but it's audio only. Here's the crazy thing is even though it's still invite only and it's only available on Apple on iOS devices, it's blowing up. So 10 months after launch, it was valued at over $1 billion. So there's lots of people jumping on. It is a worldwide phenomenon. You're getting people all over the world, which is kind of cool. We don't typically see that in our social media feeds the way I think it's done in Clubhouse. But think about that for a minute. Social media, voice only. So what is it all about? It's really about people from all over the world coming together to talk, to listen, to connect. And you're doing it by voice. So it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter where you are. It's let's have a conversation around topics that are of interest. If you think about it, it came at a really interesting time in that we've all been shut up in our houses over the last year. And that really lines up with the launch of Clubhouse and its exponential growth. Right. So people were sick of talking to the same people, having the same conversations, right? We weren't going to meetings, we weren't going to networking events, we weren't doing any of these things. So Clubhouse appears and it felt like an outlet for people to jump in and out of conversations that interested them. And I think probably one of my favorite things about Clubhouse is fairness, equity. I'm not sure of the right word, but it feels like a place where everybody has an equal voice or an opportunity to have an equal voice. Everybody has an opportunity to share what they know, to pour into a conversation, to learn from other people, right? Access to people that you're never going to get on a conference call with, right? Access to people that we may only see in highly edited, highly curated content, right? They put out a perfect video or a perfect email or something like that. Well, now you're catching them wrong, right? You have big names getting in there and answering questions and giving you access to what's going on in their head. What are their thoughts? What are their experiences? And what do they have to offer? And just like those big names, you have the opportunity to get in there into a room that you did nothing but join, but walk into figuratively and share what you know, share what your thoughts are, what your opinions are, what's going on in your head. So the way it's structured, it's made up of a whole bunch of rooms and they're all separated by topic, right? So the other thing I like about Clubhouse is it's a really easy place to kind of find your tribe, right? As a coach, it is really easy for me to get in there and find clubs that are all about coaching. And you see coaches getting in there and talking about their business, talking about their style, talking about their approach, talking about what they've learned in their journey, right? So it's a really easy place to find your tribe. And whether it is political, whether it is current events, whether it is music, whether it is sports, whether it is entrepreneurship, venture capital, whatever your interests are, there are probably there are probably rooms that are going on right now on Clubhouse where there are conversations, where people are having conversations. And you don't have to go in there and just consume. You can pour in. So, the cool thing is all these rooms are moderated, right? So it's not just a free for all. I don't want to give it that impression. Somebody starts a room, somebody serves as a moderator, and they invite people up. So they invite you into the conversation. You can raise your hand, say, hey, I have something to add, I have value to offer. And you can do that right there on Clubhouse. Um, so, I mean, that's what it is. It sounds simple, right? This sounds like a very simple, kind of easy explanation, but it is simple. Everything happens on the mobile device, and you're experiencing these things. I use Clubhouse. Sometimes I'm really interested in a topic, and I'll go up on stage and I will share my thoughts, my opinions, what's going on. Other times I'm just there to consume. I want to hear what other people have going on, what other people's experiences are. Sometimes I treat it like a radio. Right? Maybe I'm hammering out work that I have to do or something that I'm putting together or responding to emails, and I'll kind of have it on in the background where I'm just consuming that content. But it is a really cool way to engage with people you are and are not connected to in a brand new way, and experience kind of what they have to offer, the value they have to bring, and the value you have to offer in a new way. So, a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs, right? You're business leaders. You're professionals, and you may be asking yourself, should I join? Is this something I should be a part of? Right? Should is a funny word for me. So should, maybe, maybe not. I don't think anybody should do anything. But is this something you want to join? Is this something you want to experience? The easy answer is sure. Why not? Why not check it out and see what's going on? The longer answer is it depends, right? It's are you a consumer? Are you somebody that just wants access to these thoughts, to these ideas, to people having these high value conversations about the things that interest you? If you are, check it out. Right? Are you a participant? Are you somebody who likes the back and forth, who likes getting into these conversations and contributing? If you are, check it out. Then are you a moderator or expert? Right? Do you have some expertise that you can offer? Some expertise. Do you want to build a following on there? Right? The cool thing about Clubhouse is it's really easy to build a following because every time you're on stage and every time people are hearing you speak, if you're dropping value, if you're dropping nuggets and things that can push them forward, that contribute, that they see you as somebody they want to hear more from, they're going to follow you right there on Clubhouse. So every 2 or 3 minutes you find yourself talking about something, you may see 5 or 10 people become followers instantly. So I like that it works a little different than some of the other networks. And as a moderator, you can go on there. You could start a room today. Right? So go on there, start a room around a topic, see who comes in and have a conversation. I'm one of those people that believes if a handful of people come in, you can have a really valuable, rich conversation. And Clubhouse is an interesting place to do that. So, short answer, yeah, go check it out. Figure out, just play with it, experiment with it, start a room, see what happens. Get with other people and start a room, right? So you can have co-host, you can have other moderators, and you can kind of make it what you want it to be. But there's no reason not to check it out. What don't I like about Clubhouse? Probably the biggest downside for me is you're trading kind of time for attention. So unlike Facebook, I'm able to drop this video and you guys will be engaging. I can come back and connect with you. I can go do whatever I have to do. I could jump on with a client, come back in an hour and pick up where I left off. Clubhouse isn't like that. It's real time audio. So you have to be engaged. You have to be there. You have to literally be connected. And it's not something you can go back and forth from. It's just the room will open. There'll be the conversation. It'll happen and then it'll go away. Right. But there are other conversations that happen. So it can take up some time depending on how you use it. So that's just something to be aware of and watch out for. Make sure it's not a drain on the other things you're doing to drive your business forward. Um, you know, the question then becomes, is there value for my business? Right? From a business standpoint, should I be on there as a business owner? And again, it's a place where there's a lot of value. There are a lot of people talking about things that can push you forward. There are a lot of people sharing their experiences, right? There's content to be consumed, content to be inspired by, and content to be taught by, right? People are dropping things of, hey, go try this or do this. People set up these Q&A rooms where people can ask real questions and people can pour into them directly. And as you know, if you get in at the right topic, if you're talking about entrepreneurship, if you're talking about venture capital, if you're talking about franchising or whatever it may be, there's an opportunity that somebody else's question will be valuable for you as well. So it's a good place to get in and just really consume some good, valuable content that can help drive you forward. So my goal in this video was just to kind of give you an introduction. If you're not on there, I suggest you check it out. There's a lot of good stuff. I'm enjoying it so far. If you do, what are some tips to enhance your experience, to make it successful, to make it enjoyable? We're different people, obviously, but here's some things I would tell you. Number one, show up curiously. Right? Don't go in there trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to make money? Show up just with a curious, open mind and see what opportunities present themselves. See what ideas come to you. See what value there is to be had. You know, take the time to write a strong profile. That's something that I need to go back and do because Clubhouse has an incredibly powerful search in that it searches every word of your profile. So if the very last word, if I didn't say anything about coaching until the very last word in my profile, then and somebody searched coaching, I would come up. It can search emojis, right? So I'm a soccer guy. If I put a soccer ball emoji in my profile and somebody search for soccer, search for that soccer ball, then my profile will come up. So be descriptive. Check out other people's profiles. When you're in these rooms, you get to see people's profiles just by clicking on their name, their face. Speaking of their name and face, use a unique photo, right? Because the only thing you can see in Clubhouse is the name, but really the thing that grabs your attention is the photo. So if you have a unique photo, you're more likely to stand out in a room. The other thing I'd tell you is speak up. So many clients I work with have a fear of being on stage, have a fear of speaking up, have a fear of standing out. What better place to offer a tidbit of value? There are no expectations. There are no time limits. If you have 30 seconds worth of something to say or 90 seconds worth of something to say, add value, pour into the conversation. It's a great place for you to work through your own fears and your own hesitation. And as you're growing that skill and that muscle, you're going to be able to take it out and apply it in other places in your business. Um, if you do speak up, make sure you introduce yourself. Tell people what you're about, right? So before just kind of pouring in the conversation, say, hey, I'm Daryl. I am a business coach who helps leaders, entrepreneurs, and ambitious professionals build the businesses they really want. And on that topic, da 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 da. So take a moment and introduce yourself so people know who you are and what you're about. And then lastly, the experimenter in me wants to say host and moderate rooms. Start a room, try it out. And you guys know me. I'm a guy that likes to eat my own dog food. So I've been playing around on Clubhouse for a while. I'm actually going to host my own room next week. Right now, we're thinking it's going to be early Wednesday morning, but I'm going to do it with one other coach. And who knows what it'll be. Right now, our thought is we're going to invite people into that room and basically come be coached or listen to other people being coached. Again, there can be a lot of value that you can get about your business, about your life by hearing what challenges somebody else has or what opportunities somebody else is trying to take advantage of. And then you can apply what they're being coached on to what you have going on. So I would love to see you in my room. Come check out the room. Like I said, I think it's going to be next Wednesday morning. And why am I doing this? One, because I'm curious. I want to see what Clubhouse is all about. Two, I think it is a really cool way to add value. I do a lot of one-on-one coaching. I do a lot of small group coaching. I do a lot of facilitating. But I think it's a really cool way to use what I do and pour into people where there is no expectation for money to change hands. Right? So it's a way for me to pour into you, pour into your situation, give you a little taste of the impact of coaching without you being worried that you're going to want to do more or sign up for more or whatever else it may be. It's just a really natural way to experience coaching. Or if you're curious about coaching, to see it for yourself. My hypothesis is simple. It's that, by doing this, we can add value to not only the person being coached, but also the people who are just there to observe. So I invite you all to join me. Come find me on Clubhouse. My Clubhouse name is @DarylSweeney. Find me on Clubhouse. Check out the rooms we'll be hosting and moderating. Let me know what rooms you're going to be hosting and moderating. I want to come check you out, see what's going on. But if you get nothing else from this video, be an experimenter. Take a chance. What is the harm in checking this space out and see if there's something for you? It's kind of the wild, wild west right now. So it is a great way to build a following and then take them from Clubhouse, get them over to your Instagram, right? Get them and expose them to other things you're doing. throw up your website and bring people in. So it is a great early time to get into Clubhouse if you have an iOS device. Lastly, I'll say I've got some invites. So if you're one of those people who's out there, you've been wanting to check it out and you're waiting, drop me a comment. Let me know, and I am happy to shoot you an invite to that platform. Basically, they give you invites the more active you are. So I've got a few right now that I'm sitting on and happy to share. Hopefully, this video was helpful for you. Hopefully, this kind of took Clubhouse from this kind of weird thing some people are talking about to something that you're at least curious about or you want to check out or at least you know about and you've decided that it's not for you. If there's somebody else asking these same questions, tag them in the video. If you are thinking about Clubhouse and you're asking yourself, hey, I need to do more around social media, or I want to get in front of more people or build a follower and get in front of new audiences. These are the kind of things that I help clients with each and every week. So we build marketing strategies. We figure out what works for them. We figure out voice. We figure out tone. We figure out where we can excel and what we should ignore right now. We work through marketing plans and strategies and building audiences and driving leads. So if you're playing around with that stuff in your business and you want to have a conversation with me and talk about what that could look like to partner together to be more effective, to go further faster, please hit me up on this platform. Check me out over at darrellsweeney.com or drop me a message wherever you see me. Until next week, I will either see you here or hopefully on Clubhouse. One last thing. If you're not on my email list, head over to darrellsweeney.com, subscribe to the email list because I will let you all know when I'm going to go on Clubhouse. If we schedule a room and we have certain topics going on, I'll share that with you guys and you'll always know what's coming up along with the other things that I release through my email channel and teeing up some of the other stuff I'll be doing in the coming months. So as always, thanks for spending some time with me. I look forward to checking you guys out soon.